All right, so first of all, you take this cardboard letter C, which looks like that. Here's a
virgin one.
empty one. It's just the size of a dinner plate, and then this is smaller. I didn't really measure it. It's just another lid that I had. So something like that. You can eye it. Then you lay across this different colored yarn, because that helps differentiate it later, across the top surface like so, because you're going to use it to cinch it in the middle later. So we tape these edges here. I knotted it here and here and did doubles so it'll be a little stronger. Then you start wrapping basically back and forth, making sure the lines are straight pointing to the middle. That's one stage. This one's at another stage, going back and forth. And then this one here is pretty much done. We just gotta,
so what you're gonna...
You gotta take the tape off, cinch it, tie it, and then start cutting around the sides, being sure that none of this starts falling out outward. So sometimes I put a cup in here to hold it.
We'll make a video of that part.
And then here is one that has the zip ties already in place, and I'm just kind of trimming it a little bit. So yeah.
Great. Now what's happening?
So this is the hardest part, but you basically start by taking those ends that you left out, and I do a double thing like that. And I also tape it so it doesn't come out.
Oh, the knot?
Yeah, just with painter's tape, it'll come off later. And now this is the hard part. And I put this cup here to kind of, has this shape to kind of be tight against these threads, because once you start cutting them, it's easy for them to go everywhere.
Okay.
So I use a sharp knife.
Oh boy.
And just start.
Why not scissors?
I feel like this is straighter for me.
Okay.
I don't know. Plus, it's a cool knife from Argentina.
Sweet.
So, yeah. So, we'll come back once I go all the way around.
Okay. All right.
So this is getting a little dangerous because it's not super tight against the yarns. And I already lost a couple here. So I find it's easier to just kind of do it in my lap like this and go this way.
So dangerous.
Okay, you can pause.
Right.
So now you kind of tighten this part as you take this part out so that it doesn't all fall apart. That should stay okay, but really what we need to do is add zip ties.
Which,
and these are 8-inch, so I'm kind of using 2 of them. A couple of them needed 3, but this one I think will be fine with 2. And then you're going to feed it all the way around.
and I think this zip tie makes a difference. Like people who don't use it, the ball is like real loose.
Feed it all around, following the different color yarn that you have there in
the black
middle.
one?
Yeah. And it's easier to do that with the cardboard still in place. But as you can see, it's even slightly tricky to get where the opening is. All right. Now making sure it stays in that center position, you're just going to tighten as much as possible. And at this point, it's probably falling out of the cardboard, so it's okay. You can take it out. And then we move to the pliers.
Oh boy.
So this one just goes around to kind of hold it, and this is the one you're going to be pulling with.
Oh, that's for tightening.
Yep.
Huh, this is a lot of work.
All right, and then we do the other side of 2 to kind of keep it even. And you go till you don't hear any more clicks, as hard as possible. There we go. Now you can shake it out and see what kind of trimming you're gonna have to do.
To make it round.
Because as you can see, it's a little uneven here and there.
Hot mess. But it will be beautiful soon.
So here's, you can use these things to hold it. You'll trim these very last, but you can see here there's like a channel of extra. So you're gonna have to shape that kind of using your artistic eye. Also trim these pretty far back because that's the original. And then flip it over, shake it out, same thing. And then you'll trim these plastic things last. So we're gonna start trimming now. It's like trimming a hedge. And I think we need to sharpen these.
Yes, we do.
Wow, these are not cutting as well as I want. But this is the idea.
Okay. Thanks, Cher. And get ready for a lot of yarn dust.
Oh, it's everywhere.
And there's Eric finishing up another one.
Wink. All right, so I trimmed off a lot, got it to a pretty nice ball shape. Here you can see what's left. So the trick is keep rotating it and making sure it looks pretty even as you go. Shake it so everything falls evenly. And then you're ready to, I use a different scissors for this, a little bit tougher to get the plastic out. Doesn't have to be super down, but you want it pretty far down.
Yeah.
And even if it's a little bit sharp, don't worry too much. You shouldn't get your fingers in there often. The sharp of the plastic, I mean. Like I can feel it, but it's really not bad. All right.
Could you file it down?
You could,
There you go.
but I feel like you're not really gonna reach that. I haven't yet.
Yarn ball.
Yeehaw!